And we are live. What is up, everybody? I wanted to do another stream because we got a game tomorrow, I believe. We playing the Orlando Magic. And I didn't do like my thoughts about last night's game. Well, I did like a pre thing on DSA, but I wanted to do a stream to y'all so I could talk to everybody. So what's up? Big Pistons win because Slow Mo Cade was on the bench and Streets. The guards played with speed and power, something Slow Motor Cade does not. Okay, buddy. Okay. Slow Motor Cade should not be our point guard. Maybe second string, two guards for Slow Motor Cade. Okay, so it's gonna be one of these type of streams. Jalen Green is a better defender than Cade Cunningham. Okay. Jalen Green's floor is Kobe and his ceiling is MJ. Okay. All right, it's gonna be one of these streams. Let me drink my water right now. Jalen Green's floor is Kobe, and his ceiling is Michael Jordan, the greatest basketball player of all time. That's his floor. I mean, that's his ceiling. Okay, for sure. Let me see. Josh Johnson, we got some shows in here, definitely, man. It's gonna be one of them days. What up, though, my man? Thank you for joining the stream. Dan Latenzorio, Garza was a steal. Yeah, one of the biggest steals in the draft, to be honest with you. Yeah, they slow 100%. This man just said that his floor is Kobe Bryant. Yeah, it is what it is, though. The haters gonna hate. You know, the national media guys, they want to hate on us. Rockies fans want to hate on us. And then we have a certain portion of the Pistons fan base who've turned their backs on us. So it is what it is, man. Nothing you can do about it. What's up, Aiden? Glad that you're here as well. Pistons fan. Are you really a Pistons fan? Or do you even watch basketball? That's what I'm saying, man. Like, when you make statements like that, like I would accept it if you said that you believe that Jalen Green had more potential than Cade Cunningham. Sure, you can make that argument. I disagree, but you can make that argument. But when you start saying stuff like Cade Cunningham is not a better – I mean, when you say Jalen Green is the better defender and then you say that he's the next Michael Jordan, that's when I start to say, all right, you're just a troll. You're just talking nonsense at this point. You know, that's when you lose me. Let me see. You blocked him? That's crazy. I think you are one of the few mods that I got on this channel, so thank you for that. Mo Halani says, Rockets fans are delusional. Yes, absolutely. They are one of the most delusional fan bases I've ever seen in my life. You know, I thought Knicks, well, I'm technically kind of like a Knicks fan, but I thought like Knicks, Lakers, Celtics fans, like I thought they were ridiculous, but Rockets fans, they right up there with the rest of them, man. They are ridiculous and delusional. Yo, Joe, what's good, my bro? What's up, big dog? I think he was in the DSA live stream the other day, so thank you for that, my man. Showing support for all the Detroit YouTubers. No wonder Harden left. Probably why I got tired of the toxic fan base. Is that what you're saying, my mans? What's up? What's good, my man? Detroit basketball, yes, sir. Emerald. I saw that you was in here earlier, actually, but it like deleted your comment for some reason. I don't know why I did that. But yeah. Glad that you're here. Green is just another J Rich from MSU. Hashtag easy pass. Well, I wouldn't go that far. Like, I do think that Jalen Green has massive potential. I do think that he can become one of the best scorers in the NBA. But for the people who are saying that he's the next Jordan or Kobe Bryant, that's, you know, ridiculous level to me. Like, just because you can be a great scorer doesn't mean that you're Kobe or Michael Jordan level, you know? Cade Cunningham is amazing. Absolutely. The Rock, like, I knew before the Summer League that none of these games really mattered. I always knew that the Summer League, like, when you look at the previous history of the Summer League, top players always struggle in it. You look at Trae Young, you look at Zion Williamson, even LeBron James, you go back to him. Most top players struggle when it comes to Summer League. So I already knew what was going to happen, you know, if he had bad games. I already knew that the bus talk was going to come. So I'm not tripping about it. I knew that Cade was amazing. And the game against the Knicks should have showed that to y'all. Even the game against the Rockets, I feel like showed a lot to me. So, yeah, he's definitely amazing. What's good, Dolo? Dolo Dynamite. You can't lie. The Pistons played better without – you would not stop with this. Did we play better without slow-mo Cade? No, I don't think so. We played better in the Knicks game, in my opinion, than we did last night. But then again, I mean, we won both of those games, so it doesn't really matter, you know. Philip fans. Oh, Philly fans. Is that what you meant to say? Philly fans. They up there. Luka Garza equals Jokic 2.0. All right, I ain't going that far now. You lost me, bro. You lost me. He ain't the next Jokic, but I do think he could be like Brooke Lopez or I seen like everybody. Every time I post a video, I always see Bill Laimbeer. So for the old people who like were in that era, if y'all think he's the next Bill Laimbeer, let me know. But yeah, I think like as far as new guys go, I think he could be like our Brooke Lopez. Reed, wait, is that Reed? I don't know how to say that. Luka's looking like a great player for his draft pick. Yeah, when I was doing my scouting report and my film study on Luka Garza, I wanted him, but I didn't want to take him high in the draft. I always wanted to get him mid to late second round, and that's exactly where we got him at. We got him late second round, which was perfect for us, and he's given us exactly what we wanted from him. Someone who will play great on offense, and then on defense, he'll give us whatever he gives us. And he's actually surprised me and most people on how he's played so far on defense. So yeah, definitely Luka Garza, he's that dude, man. At that slot in the draft. Cade remind me of Paul George, Joe Walker. I thought before coming into the league, he reminded me of a little bit of Paul George, Devin Booker, and Luka Doncic all in one. Like he showed me a little bit of all of those guys in one player, which is odd to say, but that's how I felt about him. So I definitely do agree with you saying that you do see some Paul George in him. Definitely. Hemi update. So as far as Hamidou Diallo goes right now, basically here's the deal. Okay, free agency is we're a week and 2-3 days into free agency, right? So basically everybody else that signed their players, Caruso got his deal, Dennis Schroeder, he got his deal. Like everybody's been paid so far. So all the money has been taken up. So if Hamidou Diallo, if he wanted a deal to get like $8, $9, $10 million, or even more than that, that is off the table. Nobody's offering him that amount of money now. The only offer that he can accept that teams will have to offer is like that $2-3 million deal. Who offered that to him? The Pistons. We offer him with the qualifying offer somewhere around $2-3 million. So he might as well just come back to us because nobody else is going to offer him the money that he wants to. He can come back to Detroit, prove himself, and then maybe next year he can get the big deal that he wants. But yeah, as far as the update for Hamidou goes, it's looking pretty good right now because he has nowhere else to go. He can't get the money that he wants, which is great for us. I take it back. Pickett's nice. So you talking about Pickett? You must have said something about him in the first couple of games. When he first played in that first game against the Thunder, I wasn't impressed, but in the third and fourth game, he really picked it up. So shouts out to Pickett. Shout out to Pickett, man. Cade is really smooth, sweet jumper, knows how to play. Fully agree with you, bro. Really smooth game to him. And actually, for anybody who plays 2K, the basketball video game, I can't wait to play with him next year to see how like they have his dribble moves and stuff. What do you think about Killian? I actually got a video, Alex, coming out tomorrow about Killian. But if you want my general opinions about him, I do love Killian Hayes. I feel like he has massive potential. Great defender, great playmaker. Right now, the only thing that he's really lacking is a consistent three-point shot and overall offensive scoring ability. Because even with his floaters, like his floaters are hit or miss sometimes. Like sometimes his floaters will go in, and then sometimes his floaters won't go in. So right now, I just feel like he has rebounding, he has defense, he has playmaking. He's just lacking the offensive scoring consistency right now. So I really do love Killian Hayes. He has massive potential. He just needs to bring on his offensive game. And if we pick up him, we picked him up at 7th overall. So getting a guy like this at 7th overall, even if he never fully develops the offensive game, if he still gives us rebounding, if he still gives us defense and playmaking ability, I think that's a good selection at 7th overall. But he still has the potential to get good on offense, which is great for us. Only being 20 years old right now. Pickett. Wait, are you trying to say Pickett or Pickens? I don't know what you mean. Pickens is 6'8" and can shoot and slash. I think you mean Pickett. But yeah, I agree with you. So glad they not Sekou. Wait, so glad they not Sekou. His body language with Cade on the floor was terrible. Oh, I think you mean like you're glad that he didn't play. Yeah, so apparently he like had to leave because of family reasons. I don't know the specifics, but I did see it's like a comment on Instagram that said like somebody in his family had a wedding or something like that. So that's why he couldn't play the final 2 games. But yeah, as far as Sekou goes, I actually did like what I was seeing out of him in the first 2 games that he played. I liked what he showed on defense. And then on offense, the first game, he looked completely out of place. He didn't know, he looked like he didn't have a place on the floor. And then in the second game, he did look like he found himself a little bit more on offense. Still not the greatest, but, in terms of coming off the ball and screens and finding himself in terms of getting towards the basket and scoring inside, I feel like in the second game, he was kind of getting there, but not fully there yet. So I wish we could have seen him in the third and the fourth game so that he could have got more time to develop himself on offense. But in terms of defense, that's what Sekou really showed this preseason for me. I mean, this summer league for me. My bad. What's up, James? Good to see you again. You be in every live stream, man. I appreciate that, man. And for anybody, like for all the people who tune in to each one of my streams, I really appreciate it because y'all could be watching any other YouTuber right now, but you're watching me. So I really appreciate that. D Will 313. Cade plays off IQ. Green plays off athleticism. One of those things don't last long. Yeah, you are right about that in terms of athleticism not lasting long. But yeah, if when you put it like that, Cade does play more off of IQ. But I don't want to completely disrespect Jalen Green. He does have a knack for scoring the ball. He's not just all athleticism. He has true skill when it comes to basketball and scoring. Let me see. Slow-mo K is slow because he always has to defend his dribbling instead of attacking the rim or driving past the defender because he is too slow. I don't think he's slow. I just think his pace of play is like, I don't know what the proper word of it is, but like just like him and Luka Doncic, I wouldn't say that they play slow. I just feel like they pace themselves differently than other players in the NBA. Like I wouldn't call Cade Cunningham slow necessarily. I wouldn't call Luka Doncic necessarily slow. I just think the way that they play the game is just different from everybody else. Who do you think the best playmaker? Excuse me. Who do you think the best playmaker of this draft? If you're talking about this previous draft, the best playmaker. I don't know, but off the top of my head, if I had to think of somebody, wasn't Josh Giddey before he got injured? Like, isn't the big thing about him is that he's like one of the best playmakers in the draft. I think that's like one of the big things about him. But off the top of my head, I can't really think of somebody who's like the best playmaker. I would have to do more research to, give you a more informed opinion about that. Killian and Sekou are scaring me. I don't want to trade our young players. I don't want to trade our young guys, but I'm not seeing that much improvement. Rookies that came out this year already look better than Sekou. So as far as Killian goes, you can't really attack Killian yet because you got to think. First, he didn't have a summer league. Then he had a training camp, but it wasn't really a training camp because it was adjusted, obviously. And then he had a regular season, got injured instantly. Then he came back and only had a few games to get himself into NBA shape. So you can't really judge Killian Hayes. Honestly, you have to view this upcoming season as like a rookie year for Killian Hayes. And then as far as Sekou goes, isn't Sekou like 20 years old right now? Like, isn't he only 20? Like, think about that. So it's still time for him to improve and develop. And think about it like Pascal Siakam. Pascal Siakam, it took a few years for him to grow and develop. And people, when they were comparing Sekou Naboya to a player out of the draft, they always compare him to someone like Pascal Siakam. And Pascal took a few years to really grow and develop. So I'm treating it the same way with someone like Sekou. Yes, I would love to see more improvement and development out of him quicker and sooner. But at the same time, I'm not in a rush for him to be great immediately. I really think Killian Hayes can be a consistent double, 10 points, 10 assists. If he becomes a 10 points, 10 assists, and throw in like 4 or 5 rebounds in there as well, that's pretty good to be K's running mate. If he can knock down a consistent 3-point shot, if he can get around like 35%, that'd be cool as well. Lottery picks all have a target on their back every time they step on the court. when they still find ways to succeed, it's got to mean something. Absolutely, man. You got to think about it like this. If you're a player on the Houston Rockets and you're going up against Cade Cunningham, who's the first overall pick in the NBA draft, you're going to give him your best. You're trying to show out so that you can get a contract in the NBA, because most of these summer league guys, like, they are G League guys or borderline NBA guys, and they're fighting their hardest to get a job. So you got to expect everybody to be going full try-hard mode, giving their fullest to Cade Cunningham and all of the top picks, Jalen Green, Evan Mobley, everybody. They're going their hardest. They're trying their best because this is their only opportunity to get paid and make a living, Cade do not have to play no more summer league ball. I agree with that as well. Someone else, Sadiq Bey, I feel like he doesn't really need to play anymore as well. You don't really want to risk injury with these guys, especially if they don't have to play. We've seen enough out of them. You could sit him for now, and that's why he didn't play last night. Why do you think the media was so wrong on the Cade comps? He definitely isn't a Luka Doncic. I can't comp him yet. I disagree with you. The reason why Cade is compared to Luka is because Cade compared himself to Luka. Since high school, he's been saying that he's in the NBA, he's similar. His play style is similar to Luka Doncic. So it's not the media. Cade Cunningham compared himself to Luka Doncic. Killian to the G League. What? At the most, you could say Killian could be the sixth man, but coming off you could say he could be the sixth man, but G League, no way. No way. At the most, he'll be G League, and then at the best, he'll be starting point guard or shooting guard. But G League, no way for him. No way. Yeah, Killian to the what's? Nah. Y'all tripping. And Sekou to the G League? Nah. Well, let me think. We did just pick up Trey Lyles, so it depends on how Sekou plays this year. If he's struggling again and he doesn't find himself getting on the court often, then maybe you can make the argument for that. But I hope that he's improved to the point where he can see himself on the court more consistently at this point. With Littleton, Littleton, he can go in the G League, definitely, but not Killian. And you can make the argument for Sekou, but I would prefer to see Sekou and Killian on the main roster. 3-3 locked. I want Killian to develop his handles and shot in the G League. Man, y'all are killing me with this. I do not see Killian going to the G League at all. I don't see it. He does need to develop his shot and his handle, definitely. He needs to develop a right hand, but G League, I don't see it. Pick it over Sekou for me, easy. That's a tough one. We've only really seen two pretty good games out of Pickett. Well, to be fair, we haven't seen that many good games out of Sekou as well. But Pickett, for me, he's a G League guy. I don't really see him on the main roster yet. He's going to be a few years away. And take Littleton, Pickett. Sorry. Okay, I get what you're saying. Pickett is way more aggressive than Sekou. I agree with you on that point. I agree with you. But on defense, Sekou is the more aggressive, better. Well, not more better. He's the better defender on defense. And Anthony Tark. Yeah, Tark, he needs to be in the G League if the Pistons want to move forward with him. He's a beast. You the best. Thank you, my man. I appreciate that, Square 5. I try to make the best videos I can. I'm done with Sekou. I understand everyone is scared to let him go with all the players we let go early and turn into something, but he's been with us for 3 years and shown no improvement. Well, actually, to comment on the point that you just said about being afraid to let players go early, the thing that I want Pistons fans to think about, not every player that we let go end up becoming a superstar. Henry Ellison, we let him go. Kyrie Thomas, Jordan Bone, Stanley Johnson. We let all of those guys go. Did they become stars or superstars on other teams? No. Stanley Johnson, is he a superstar? No. Henry Ellison? No. Yes, you have your Chris Middletons, occasionally guys that we let go, and they end up becoming really good. Spencer Dinwiddie, occasionally guys become superstar. Well, not superstars, but they end up becoming, star players for other teams occasionally. But every time we let a player go, they don't immediately, become these great players that we think. Stanley Johnson is the biggest example for this. We let him go, and he ain't become nothing. But still, man, I know you said you're done with Sekou, but come on, bro. I want to see at least one more year out of him. Let me see. When's that 2K game with that one dude? What? When's that 2K game with that one dude? I don't know what you mean by that. Re-comment. I don't understand what you mean. Mark Still, love your videos, bro. Agree to a lot with what you say. Thank you for that, man. I appreciate it. He's not slow. You must be responding to Cade. People getting patience confused with slow. Thank you. That's the word that I was missing. Cade Cunningham, he's patient. He's not slow. Patient. That is the perfect word that I was missing earlier. I love your live shows. I try to make them all. Thank you, man. The lives, like, if I'm being honest with y'all, these are like more fun to do than the regular videos, because like the regular videos, they fun to do, but like I don't really get to interact with the people. Like I get to talk with y'all in the comment section, but I don't really get to do it like this. Whereas with the lives, I get to immediately respond to everything that y'all are saying. So definitely, man, the lives are so much fun to do, and I'm glad that you tune into these. Why they keep forgetting we got Grant and who is IS and every other player that's gonna catch Cade passes 9.7 assists per game this year. IS, who are you talking about? Who is IS? I don't know. I don't know what you mean by IS. I'm sure y'all will call me out on that later. That's why Killian will benefit in the G League. Saban and Cade can handle the league. Saban needs to be in the all right, now you bum me, bro. You think Killian should be in the G League, but then have Saban be on the main roster? You got that backwards, bro. It should be Killian on the main roster and Saban in the G League. You got it backwards, my guy. I missed your talking about Garza for you. Think Troy Weaver gonna get another steal like Sadiq? Excuse me. Oh, Isaiah Stewart. That's what y'all mean by IS. I think that's what y'all mean. Isaiah Stewart. Let me see. We gotta wait for these young guys to develop. Doesn't happen overnight. Ask the guys in Toronto. That's why Dwayne Casey's here right now. The Toronto Raptors players, they did not become that good overnight. It took time for them to grow. Protests going on White House. Okay. I really think we will fail Sekou. We don't use him right. You can make that argument. I do agree that he hasn't been put in the right positions in the NBA. Killian will always be better than Saban. And again, coming back on that, like, yes, Sekou, like, we've given him few opportunities and he hasn't succeeded in those few opportunities that he's been given. So it's not like it's completely, Dwayne Casey's fault, but at the same time, you do have to give a little bit of blame to Dwayne Casey for not playing him the right way. So it's 50-50. Both sides are in the wrong, in my opinion. Mr. Pickett looks really good. Somebody's job might be in trouble. He's got an outside shot. He hustles. He slashes. He's athletic, and he's the guy the guy has handles along with his height. You're right about that, Antonio. Somebody's job may be, in question right now. He might take somebody's job in the G League. He might take somebody's spot. What do you think Killian's ceiling is? I can't think of a specific player of Killian, but I compare it to someone like Lonzo Ball pretty often. That's what I think about when I think about Killian. But only defensive at the moment. Breaking notification. Okay, the Clippers are trading Patrick Beverly and okay, so it's nothing. It's nothing important. They traded him for Rondo. Wait, I think and Rondo. My bad. Killian need that shot to fall. Yes, he needs to work on that 3-point shot. Definitely. Cade, the greatest player of all time. Hey, we don't need to turn into Rockets fans. We ain't about to be like them, bro. We ain't doing that. In the Rock's voice, finally, Joe Polo has come back to YouTube Live. It's funny that you say that because I was watching some old WWE clips the other day. Sadiq had really worked on his inside game. Yeah, he really worked on like attacking to the hole and drawing fouls. My Cade comp is Bradley Beal. I could see a little bit of Bradley Beal and Cade, a little bit of his play style, but not like too much of it. They aren't developed. G League will develop. Mark says if Killian works on his shot and aggressive, he might be a better player. Sometimes I feel like Killian needs to slow down and be under control. I think then you have a 14, 8 assist points per game player. Yep. Are Sekou and Killian playing next game? I don't know about that currently. Well, I know for a fact that Sekou isn't playing, but Killian, I don't know about that. But I doubt that he does play. I doubt it. Killian needs to be playing on the main roster and developing chemistry with Cade. Yes, sir. Absolutely. Killian would dominate in the G League. No real growth there. Absolutely, man. Think when we put Henry Ellison and Stanley Johnson and all of our guys that we had previously, think about when we put those guys in the G League. They dominated down there, and then they came back to the main roster, and they did nothing for us. They did absolutely nothing for us. So sending Killian Hayes in the G League and having him dominate doesn't really provide growth for him. We just got to have patience. But what about the elephant in the room? Stewart, Sadiq, and Killian for a player who has the caliber of Klay Thompson, not Klay. Oh, so you're talking about like the caliber of someone like Klay Thompson. If we're talking about trade talks, I feel like, right now is not really the time for that because these players, like, they haven't fully developed it. We don't really know with Killian, with Stewart, Sadiq. Like, they have shown growth, but we don't really know what their fullest potential is right now. So the trade talks, I'm not interested in trading Stewart, Sadiq, or Killian at this current moment in time. Maybe in the future, but not right now. Casuals think basketball is all about scoring. Killian's playmaking and defense look good. When he finds out how to score, he's going to be worth the 7th pick. You put it perfectly, man. You put it absolutely perfectly. Defense and playmaking, and you can throw in rebounding as well. Let me see. Cade at the 1. Diallo at the 2. Bay at the 3. Grant at the 4. Stu at the 5. That would be an interesting lineup, but I don't think that it's going to work out like that because we got Kelly. Excuse me. I doubt that you sign a guy to that type of contract and then put him on a bench, Sekou is 20 and entering his 3rd year. Only played 2 abnormal seasons so far. Yeah, that goes back to the point that I was talking about earlier where it's like he hasn't really been given the right opportunities yet, but at the same time, in the few opportunities that he's been given, he hasn't really taken his chances, You think Bay will be an all-star? No, I don't think so. He should be. Well, he should be in the conversation for borderline all-star, I think, possibly, but I don't think he'll get there. He's a year away or 2 years away. Hamidou needs to start. You think Diallo going to re-sign with us? You think, yeah, I absolutely do. I think he's absolutely 100% going to come back. Trade Sekou and Corey Joseph for a center. We already got our centers. What you mean? We got Stewart. We got we got Stewart. We got Olynyk, and then we got Garza. We don't need another center at the moment. Stan Van Gundy wasn't patient enough to develop talent. Yes, you're right about that. Luke King is one we should never have let go. His ceiling is high. I remember when we first had picked him up a few years ago. Good shooter. Has school started again for you yet? Or are you already graduated? I go back to school next month. What do you think the kid? Yep, already answered that one. Isaiah Stewart, you must be talking about when I didn't know who IS was. People calling Blake Griffin underpaid. Are they crazy? He did nothing. Who's calling Blake Griffin underpaid? You mean overpaid? Dragic. I don't know what you mean by Dragic. People be wanting young guys to be all-star players in their first few games. Yeah, that's a big thing. A lot of Pistons fans are pretty impatient when it comes to development. What about Jason Kidd as Killian's ceiling? That's one that I do hear pretty often that, people compare him to Jason Kidd, and I guess that is a good comparison for him. Do you think Killian Hayes will be better than Rondo? He was good for a few years. Could he become Rondo? That's interesting. Maybe. Think about Rondo as a guy a defensive point guard who had playmaking ability on a championship team. That like he fits that mold. He fits the role of someone like Rondo. I wouldn't really compare him to that type of player. Like he doesn't. It's weird, but he does fit the mold of someone like Rondo. What's your opinion on Flight saying that Cade is similar to Penny Hardaway? Flight doesn't know anything about basketball, so who is playing starting center? Probably Kelly Olynyk. I love how my dog is just sitting right. He's right under me right now. I'm surprised he ain't yelling or nothing. Scotty Barnes ceiling. I already did a video about him, I think. Our spacing is going to be elite, top 10 for sure. Absolutely. Troy Weaver has done a magnificent job of getting floor spacers around Cade Cunningham. He picked up Luka Garza. He's picked up Spencer Littleton. I know he wasn't shooting the greatest in the summer league, but in college he did great in terms of shooting. Isaiah Livers, he's done a great job of picking up and surrounding so far shootings around Cade Cunningham. Who do you think making the 15-man roster? I'll have to do a full video on that. Can't really do that right now. Will Grant be an all-star? No. If he didn't get it this year, he ain't getting it next year. No, I meant an all-star even in his career. Oh yeah, he'll get it in his career, just not right now, Sadiq. Olynyk and Garza are centers. They can't handle athletic bigs down low. I mean, that's why you picked them up. You picked up Garza and Olynyk for offense. You didn't pick them up for defense. So you should expect them to be getting destroyed by other centers. I'm not lying. Some stupid YouTuber was calling Blake underpaid to his contract, to his new contract. Oh, well, I don't know. I haven't seen any other YouTubers or anybody in general talking about Blake Griffin and underpaid. You should stream the new documentary about the Pistons on Netflix. Yeah, I was planning on watching it, but then I heard that everybody said that it was like terrible, and then they was extremely biased, and they like hyped up the Indiana Pacers and made the Pistons seem like a bunch of thugs. So that's the reason why I haven't watched it yet. I'm so excited to see Cade, Sadiq, and Jeremy mesh together. If all goes well, we have 3 reliable guys on the floor every night. Play-in is possible. I would say we're anywhere between 10 and 9th seed, and I guess that's technically somewhere around that playing round. So maybe, but I doubt. I don't think we're making the playoffs. I highly doubt it. Highly. Cade looking good, and Garza is a beast. Absolutely, man. We got the best player in the draft, and we got the steal of the draft. Did you hear Cade sign with Nike? Yeah, that story broke like a week or 2 weeks ago. And your name is Hayes. That's weird. That it's kind of like Killian's, but it's not spelled the same way. Can you talk about how you think Livers may fit in? Do you think there's a chance he doesn't make the team? Do you think he will be in the G League this year for a while? Well, I already did a video like talking about him in depth, so I don't really have to talk about how he's going to fit in. But as far as do I think he's going to make the team, and do I think he'll be in the G League for some time? I feel like he will make the team. Borderline, he'll make it. But if he has a stretch of bad games or if he's playing bad, then I could see him getting sent down. But for the most part, for the majority of the season, I do see him on the main roster. When will the Cade shoes come out? I mean, I know that he signed his deal, but we don't really know like the specifics of it right now. Great spacing for Cade, but don't forget Cade can space the floor for himself. The versatility with the roster is fantastic. 100%, man. 100%. He can definitely shoot the thing. Think about how he shot 7 for 10 from the three-point line a few nights ago. How many minutes do you think Garza will take in the regular season matches? How many minutes will Garza get? That's a good question. I don't think he'll get many because of Stewart and Kelly, but somewhere around like 10 maybe per night. Good night from Turkey, by the way. Thank you for tuning into the stream, man. You said you're from Turkey, so it's probably a weird time over there. It's 8 o'clock where I'm at, so. Little is a hidden jewel, good overall floor game, hustle, shooting, passing. Oh, you talking about Spencer Littleton? That's what you're talking about. Okay. Do you think Hayes need what? Do you think Hayes need Oh, okay. Do you think Cade needs to be traded like over Pistons fans are saying? No, he doesn't need to be traded yet. Now's not the time. Next offseason, when Troy Weaver actually has some cap space to work with, things are going to look scary good for the Pistons. Yeah. When Blake's money is off the books, we're going to spend that money on some. I feel like with Troy, with how aggressive he is, we're going to spend it on somebody important. Uzumaki 10K Barrage. You think Killian can be a Rip Hamilton? They play two different positions, two different play styles. They're not similar at all. The documentary was good because you got a chance to relive the '04 Pistons, but it was a very biased documentary trying to get you to feel sorry for O'Neal. Yeah, that's basically, well, I didn't even hear that it was good. Like, for the people who watched it, they basically told me that it was bad and that it was like a Pistons hate, like it was a propaganda type of documentary. So that's why I haven't watched it yet. But I do want to give it a shot because I am like pretty curious about it. They kind of hate on the Pistons, but the documentary is pretty good. So y'all saying that it is good, but they just hating on the Pistons. If that's the case, then I'll be reluctant to watch it, but I will give it a shot eventually. I don't know why I was watching the Lions instead of the Pistons. Yeah, we lost that game by 1 point in the preseason. Sheesh, 3 a.m. over there. Sheesh, my man. Go to bed. I appreciate you joining the stream, but go to bed, my man. It's 3 a.m. I mean, I'll be up to like 4 or 5 a.m. most nights, but I know most people ain't like me. You think running a 2-point guard system, not having the ball in Cade's hand all the time, will slow down Cade's development? There is potential that it won't work and that it will slow down his development, but we have to try it out. We have to see if it works because, we haven't really seen it yet with Killian and Cade. We've only seen it so far in the summer league, and so far it looks pretty good to me. So I want to try it out in the regular season. Garza is a beast. Pistons aced this draft this year. Yes, absolutely, man. He is the steal, one of the biggest steals, if not the biggest steal of the draft. Do you watch Crispy Flakes? When I was younger, I used to watch him, but as I've gotten older, I stopped watching him, and I don't really like his videos no more because he just yells and cries and whines all day, and I don't like watching that type of stuff. So I watched him when I was younger, but not really anymore. Killian reminds me of Tony Parker. That's an interesting one. I haven't really seen that comparison yet. Jermaine O'Neal was part of the documentary directing casting, but it was worth a watch. Okay, so from everything that y'all telling me, I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna probably watch it later tonight. So y'all saying that it's good, it's just they hit it on the Pistons a little bit and they tried to hype up the Pacers. I understand. I can watch anything in my life, any doc, but not The Last Dance. I love The Last Dance. I mean, they crapped on the Pistons, but I loved it. I think O'Neal's company, it was O'Neal's company that made the doc. I refuse to watch it. Okay. We're the K haters. They're absolutely nowhere to be found. Can y'all see that? Like they was at the start of the stream, like they was commenting slow-mo Cade, bus Cade, but they're completely gone. The trolls, the haters, they're not here anymore. Killian will come good. Cade kind of reminds me of George Gervin. Let's call the Pistons the Young Guns. That was way before my era, so I can't really comment on that. Killian reminds me of Kwame Brown. And I've actually caught up to all the comments so far. This is rare. And I appreciate all the 110 people who are watching the stream right now. Y'all could be, as I said earlier, y'all could be anywhere but y'all watching me, so I appreciate it. K is so smooth and deservedly the first pick. Who doesn't agree are Pistons haters? 100%. 100%, bro. Gotta have a laugh. Can you give me your quick thoughts on Killian and his potential? Just got on. Okay, so I talked about it a lot earlier, but in terms of the potential of Killian Hayes, I think it's pretty high. right now he basically has not the full package, but he has a lot to him. He's just lacking scoring right now. He has defense, he has rebounding, he has playmaking ability. Right now, he's just lacking offensive scoring, offensive consistency. So I feel like right now that's all that he's lacking. And as soon as he adds that, he's going to be really big for this team. Being a 6'5" point guard who can play defense, who can score the basketball, who can rebound the basketball. Like he will literally have the full package. He will be a beast as long as he can get a consistent, 3-point shot. I'm not even saying that it needs to be great. It could be like 35%. That'll be good enough for me. Get a 35% from the 3-point line jumper, and I'm happy. If you can give me a decent floater, I'm happy with that. That's all that I want out of him. So I feel like the potential of Killian Hayes is very, very high. He just needs to get his offensive consistency going. Is good for your soul. Are you talking about the documentary? Anyone notice Cunningham seems a little like he may turn into a head case? No. If you're talking about a head case, you might be talking about Jalen Green. Jalen Green, he seems like the Hollywood type of, we don't know him personally, obviously, but he does seem like the Hollywood type, the flashy, all of that type of stuff. Not really Cade. Cade seems pretty down to earth and like a regular average everyday guy. We don't know him personally, obviously. He may be like something different behind the scenes, but he doesn't really seem like a head case to me. Watching from Washington, D.C. You think Pistons making the playoffs or 9th, 10th seed with a chance of going up? That's where I see us. I see us finishing somewhere around the 9th or the 10th seed. I don't see playoffs right now. I don't see it. Cade is better than Jalen Green because Jalen Green has to have 10 free throws to only have 25 points. That's funny, bro. And then in that game, Cade, like he had 0 free throw attempts. Like it was crazy. That officiating. Apparently, like all the refs in the summer league, like most of them are rookies. So that's probably why. Who you think, who you want us to get in free agency next year? I mean, honestly, we can get anybody because next year's free agency is when all like the big stars and the superstars come out, isn't it? If I'm remembering correctly, it might be the year after that, but if I remember correctly, next year is when the stars come out. Cade was looking like a 6'8" Steph Curry against the Knicks. Yep, 7 for 10 from the 3-point line. I just popped in to get my flowers. Garza is a steal with more work, starter potential with Stewart. Lacking offensive scoring and consistency. That's sort of important. Yeah, but at the same time, like think about it like this: like at 7th overall, if we can get a guy who plays defense, who can pass the ball, who can rebound the basketball, who can like be a running mate to Cade Cunningham, like if he never develops the offensive scoring and consistency, I would hate it. That's not what I want to see. But if he doesn't, I mean, we still would have a pretty good player, coming along. Can Cade make first or second team defense this year? I don't think he's gonna make that. I like you, young man. I'm 61 and a fan, born and raised in Detroit. We will make the playoffs this year, 5 or the 6. Right? That's a hot take, my man. That is a hot take, but I appreciate you showing love to me, man. I really do. I respect the older generation. Killian needs to average at least 12 to 15 a game. Are you talking about this season or in the future? Killian is a lot like Ben Simmons, can do everything but shoot. But I believe once he gains his confidence, his shot will come. I mean, even, bro, if we pick up Ben Simmons at 7th overall, I mean, that's good, bro, in my opinion. I think picking that up at 7, that's a good pick, man. I still think that's a good pick. And he still has the potential to develop a 3-point shot. Well, Killian, not Ben Simmons. Have no power from Thursday storms here in Michigan. Dang, that's crazy, man. At my house, because I live in 2 different houses. In my other house, I've had power the whole week. And then this house over here, I got power like 2 days ago. I didn't have power for most of the week. So, yeah, these storms been crazy. I think Saban Lee is at his best when he controls everything himself. Last game, he didn't have to share the ball with Cade or Killian, and he looked solid. Yeah, I don't know why the coach kept on putting him in those weird lineups with Killian Hayes and Cade Cunningham. It was really weird having 3 point guards out there. So, yeah, I do agree with you that when he's out there on the floor and he can just go and score the ball and attack the hole, that's when he's at his best. Cade too driven to be a head case. Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm big on Saban, aggressive and attacks the basket. Yeah, he just needs like one more year in the G League. Do you think Cade could be another Kawhi Leonard? He doesn't really play like Kawhi Leonard. He plays more like Paul George than he does play like Kawhi Leonard. Horace Dixon, keep doing what you're doing, bro. You've made me know what my Pistons more. I need to reread. I need to reread. I'm sorry. Reading on the live is very, very hard. Keep doing what you're doing, bro. You've made me know why my Pistons more all the way from Jamaica. Bless up, bro. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. All the way from Jamaica. And I forget what the other dude said, but somebody else, he said he was from Turkey. That's where he's at. He said he was watching from Turkey, and then somebody else is watching from Washington, D.C. I appreciate all the Pistons fans all over showing love and support to me. I appreciate that. So thank you, Horace. I appreciate it. Half Lakers fans probably never went to LA. Probably a bunch of them are bandwagons. Killian has a good shot when he has his feet set. Oh, when his feet are set. The similarities between, wait, let me pull it up. There we go. Charles Hall. The similarities between Prince's and Cunningham's games are undeniable. Have a good night. Thank you for joining the stream, man. I appreciate it. Booker comes out in 2024. Okay, that's the big guy. You think he would want to come to Detroit though? No star wants to come to the most beautiful city in the world, sadly. Yeah, I know. It's tough. It's tough. Most non-fan Australians are Laker fans and still think Kobe plays for them. That's funny. Pistons did right picking Cade because they would have regretted passing on him, and Cade would have made them pay. Absolutely. Killian kind of reminds me of Kelly Oubre. I don't see it at all. Chances of Diallo replacing Killian, a shooting guard who can shoot. No, I don't think he's really like a replacement at all. I think they're in two different roles. You still think the Grant Hill comparisons are relevant? At this current time, I don't think comparisons are important right now. I think it's just, watching tape and watching film. We use comparisons to tell people like who didn't know about Cade Cunningham. You would use a comparison like Luka Doncic to tell somebody, hey, this is how he plays. But now everybody's seeing how Cade Cunningham has played, so you don't really need like many comparisons right now for him. This season and possibly throughout his career. You think Hamidou is resigning? Yeah, I talked about it earlier. I 100% think he's coming back. Killian could at least be a second-team defensive player. So either way, a good two-way playmaker is valuable, honestly. Yeah, even if he never develops his offensive game, if he can become like a all-defensive second team or all-defensive first team, that would be huge, man. That would be absolutely huge. Rockets was all in the regular season, tanking hard for Cade, and they know it. Yeah, they even tried to trade back up for him in the draft. Jalen Green fans, aka Rocket fans, are so annoying, and I noticed that a lot of people do not talk about Cade when he scores 25 points, but when Jalen Green scores 24 points with 11 free throws, ESPN went hype him up. Yeah, I haven't checked on Instagram, but like, did they even post Cade like having 25 points? I don't even know, man. Like, the bias hate is real. Like just like you said. Actually, let me throw a random scenario out there. If Cade Cunningham scores 40 points and Jalen Green scores 40 points, who's going to get talked about on ESPN or any of these big media companies? Who's going to get talked about? It's going to be Jalen Green, not Cade Cunningham. We know this, man. It's ridiculous. Grant Hill was an athletic jumper with a poor jump shot out of college. Cunningham doesn't resemble his game at all. Can Jamarco, if that's how you pronounce his first name, I still don't know how to pronounce it, can Pickett be out Christian Wood's replacement. He's not as good as Christian Wood. He's good, but he's a few years away, you know. Love from London, bro. I appreciate that, man. I did not know the Pistons were like global like this. Like when I think of global teams, I think Lakers, Warriors, and Knicks. But it's cool to see that, you know, we got love from places like Turkey and London. So I appreciate you, Keon. Thank you for tuning into the stream. And actually, what time is it in London? Like, are you on the same time zone as mine? I'm on Eastern Standard Time right now. Can't wait to see Cade, Grant, Bay, and Josh Jackson on the court at the same time. It's gonna be beautiful, man. It's gonna be beautiful to watch. Dude, I'm on vacation. I live in Michigan. I know, but you said you were tuning in right now from DC. Joe, you doing big stuff. Great basketball insight. Thank you, D. I appreciate that, man. I try my best to, you know, present my arguments in the best possible form that I can. What is your honest opinion on the Pistons making room for Luka Garza to make the team? I know we already have over 15-man roster. Get Okafor out of here. Get Okafor off the roster. Put Garza right there. That's all you have to do. Not all players need to do everything. It impacts players that do not have. It impacts players that do have strengths at specific roles. Chemistry is key. That's a great point, my man. Smells bright. It smells like broken here. You talking about me? I mean, money ain't everything, man. Everybody press the like button for this guy. I appreciate that, bro. I don't know how many likes. Let me check, actually. Dang, I'm only at 50 likes, and I got 140 people in here. That's tough. That's tough. Why isn't Sekou playing? It's because he had like a family matter that he had to attend to. I don't know if it's true, but I've seen somebody said that he had like somebody in his family who had to like a wedding to go to. So that might be it. Philippines, somebody from the Philippines, man. Thank you for tuning into the stream. Worldwide viewers, I appreciate it. We all love the Pistons, and it's cool to see that it's not just, you know, a Detroit-based thing, because outside of Detroit and America, most people don't really like the Pistons. So it's cool to see, you know, worldwide love for us. Did the Pistons win? I wasn't able to watch. Yeah, we beat them last night. We 2-2 so far in the summer league. Detroit isn't just drive-by Rottweilers with rabies and crackheads knocking each other into boxes. It's a home, and that's all that matters. Yeah, bro, I've lived in Detroit. I don't live there right now, but for most of my life, I lived in Detroit, and it's not a bad place at all. Like, you have your bad parts. It's certain streets that you don't go to, but for the most part, Detroit is not that bad. So I agree with you. It's not that bad of a place. And then just Michigan as a whole. Michigan is a great state, man. If you go up north, I mean, I haven't been up north yet, but from what I've seen, like if you go up north, it's beautiful, man. It's beautiful. Like from the few places that I've been to, like West Bloomfield, for example, where like all the rich white people be at, like there are some good places in Michigan, man. Good places in Michigan. What do you think of Jarrett? I don't know who that is. Centre? Who's been more aggressive, Cade or Luka? Luka. Well, it's 50-50. They've both been fairly aggressive, but you can make the argument for either or. Cade Cunningham comparison, I think, is closer Steph Curry than anyone else. He is taller, though not so quite. But he is taller, though, so not so quite. But the thing about Steph is that he don't play defense, you know? If you think Cade and Killian play well together, just wait until you see Cade and Grant on the floor together. Yes, bro. I cannot wait to see Cade and man. Wait till the regular season come, bro. When does it start? Doesn't it start like a month or 2 months from now in October? I can't wait, man. Hayes, the one-arm point guard. Yeah, he needs to develop that right hand. When the last time you went to Ford Field? I've never been to a Lions game before. I've only watched on TV. Houston. You watch it from Houston? Or are you just talking about like Rockets fans? NBA did not want Cade in Detroit. Yeah, you look at the mainstream media. They tried their hardest to put out all the rumors and stuff and all the mainstream talking heads. They didn't want him in Detroit at all. Cade reminds me of Paul George. I see. Yeah, definitely. Did that Tyler Ebron find his hands? Did that Tyler Ebron? Oh, you talking about Tyler Cook? Kinda, kinda. Love from Chicago. F the Bulls. I'm a Pistons fan now. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. Screw the Bulls. If anybody was here a year ago, this channel used to be like 50% Bulls and then 50% Pistons. But then Bulls fans stopped liking me, so it became 100% Pistons. So I appreciate it, man. You said F the Bulls and you're a Pistons fan. Thank you, bro. And actually, back to that, I would love to visit Chicago one day. It seems like a cool city to go to. And I'm like my favorite food is pizza, so I would love to see it. I mean, I would love to try out some pizza over there in Chicago. Wall, Bill, Gordon, Levine, Nurkic, who will have 30 to 40 million available from what I can get. Okay, that's good money. Those are some nice targets to go after. 1:50 a.m. Not too bad. You talking about, and you said you were from London, so right now from where I'm at, it's 8:55 over here. So yeah. Knicks ain't global. What? What are you talking about? I got the hat right there, bro. The New York Knicks are one of the most popular NBA teams of all time, and I think they make like one of the most, if not the most, money in the NBA. So yeah, you're wrong about that, bro. The Knicks are absolutely global. Pistons defense this year will be nice. Yeah, Killian, Cade, Grant, Stewart, Bay. It's gonna be nice, man. Whoa. Okafor stays until we not a lottery team. You're right about that. You are right about that. Let me see. I stopped watching First Take because they disrespect Cade. I mean, a lot of people stopped watching them way before the Cade disrespect. Give me your starting five and then the next five off the bench in terms of minutes. Okay. Excuse me. For now, just start out the season, regular season. Just try it out. Killian at the 1, Cade at the 2, Bay at the 3, Grant at the 4, Olynyk at the 5. Just try that out there for the first game. And then as the season progresses, you can mix and match. You can put Stewart in there. You can put Cade at the 1 and then Killian at the 2. You can try some things out, but that's the lineup I would start out with. And then as starters coming off the bench, the 5 guys coming off the bench, I mean, that's tough. That's real tough. It will probably be Stewart, and then we don't know about Hamidou yet. We don't know about it's tough. I can't really do the bench right now, but you could do the starting lineup. What's up, my guy? What's up, Ritrell Watson? Thank you for joining the stream. Never go down 7 Mile or the East Side. Exactly, bro. Those are the places you stay away from. Well, actually, yeah, you're right about that. You're right about that. Like, I know a lot of people, because of the movie 8 Mile, think that 8 Mile is like the most dangerous place. Nah, 7 Mile is much more dangerous, in my opinion. I'm from North Canada, Miami, Mars. Okay. Lake Michigan beaches. That's where you from? So you must be from up north, my guy. I don't know why the Lions have more fans than the Pistons. Oh, I could easily answer that right now. Football is more popular than basketball, at least in North America. If we're talking about global and worldwide, then basketball is probably more popular than football. Actually, it's 100% more popular. But in terms of North America, football is king. Football is king. It's a Ferrari dealership in Bloomfield. Yeah, Bloomfield is where all the rich people at, bro. 100%. Love living downtown Detroit. So much culture and creativity. Yeah. Detroit, if anybody hasn't been down there in a long time, just go down there and check it out. It's pretty cool, man. The city is really popping right now. I don't know who that is. I believe the season starts on the 19th or the 20th of October this year. Yeah, I can't wait for that, man. I can't wait. Has anyone ever told you resemble Gilbert Arenas? No, I haven't gotten that one yet. I've gotten Isaiah Thomas. I've gotten Jody Meeks before, but I have not gotten Gilbert Arenas. Agent 00. K's game is like water because water, my friend, Bruce Lee. That quote, I was looking up that quote when I was doing that animation for Easy versus Bruce Lee, and yeah, I love it. I love that quote, man. The greatest Piston of all time is from Chicago. Yeah, that is funny how that kind of plays out. Like our arch rivals, our best player is from there. It's kind of weird. Cade Cunningham looked much better against the Knicks. Yeah, if you're talking about all of the games, it's like he steadily progressed. It's similar to how LeBron did in his preseason. I mean, yeah, in his no, not preseason, in summer league. The first game against the Thunder didn't play the greatest. Then the Rockets game played better. And then last night, well, not last night, but a few nights ago against the Knicks, that's when he had his next game. So he steadily progressed in the summer league. Okay. Why the F you have never been to Chicago? I hate that city, and I've been there a million times. You hate Chicago? Tell me why, bro. Tell me why you hate Chicago. I'm just curious to go, cause from like everything that I hear about it, like the city of Chicago is pretty cool. Cade be cutting ham on Thanksgiving. That's a great pun. Chicago also isn't just we not from 63rd or the government hates us. There's pizza, and that's good enough for me. Yeah, my favorite food is pizza, so that's like probably the biggest reason why I want to go there. And again, I can't see right now, but get the likes up, please, everybody. Get the likes up. Like this video, man. What is first take? A bunch of random people coming out of nowhere, debating Max Kellerman and Stephen A. Smith. First take was so much better when Skip was on there. Cedar Rapids, Iowa. That's where you're from? You're from Iowa? So you must be a Luka Garza fan? Is that why you're here? Luka Garza needs a roster spot. Absolutely. Trade Jahlil Okafor, bring in Luka Garza. Problem solved right there. Love from the west side of Michigan. Oh, wait. Love from the west side of Michigan, from over here on Lake Michigan and Grand Haven. What city you living in now, Polo? Well, I can't really say that because if I did, some people would try to kill me. But yeah, I guess I can kind of describe it. I live like not near Detroit, but like I'm like 30 to 40 minutes away from Detroit. Like I'm close to Detroit. I'm like in southeastern Michigan. That's where I'm from. Well, that's where I live, and that's where I'm from. So you could take a guess on the places that's around there. Chicago is a great place to visit. The food may be the best there. Yep. Bulls, and I just don't like it. I mean, I don't know how to explain it to you. Go Pistons. And again, I've caught up on all of the comments. Inkster, that's where you're from? Dang, I drank my entire water bottle. That's crazy, bro. Let me check the likes, actually. Let me see if y'all actually listen to me. We are currently at 79 likes. That's okay. You know, it's 130 people in here right now, but whatever. Buy a man a fish. Buy a man eat fish. He day. I'm sorry, my reading when it comes to live streams is terrible. Buy a man eat fish. He day. Teach a man a fish. Okay, I get what you're trying to say. Buy a man a fish. I know the saying. All my homies hate Oakwood. I was born in Royal Oak, but I live in Canton. Is Ken up there with the rich people as well? You might be rich. I don't know about you, bro. You might be rich because you be taking a lot of trips that I be seeing on your Snap, and you be taking vacations as well. Bulls and Rockets fans trying to kill you. That's who trying to get your address. Exactly. That's why I ain't gonna reveal it, bro. You never know. 45 years old and lifetime fan of Detroit sports. Thank you, man. I appreciate that for sticking with, all of our sports teams, even throughout all of the lack of success. We had our times with the Tigers, the Red Wings, the Lions. Well, not the Lions. The Lions have never been good. The Pistons, Cade Cunningham rookie stat line is 21-6-7. He could get there. And 47, 39, and 82% for shooting. Yo, what up, though, Joe? Woke up just in time for the stream. I mean, you were an hour behind, but I appreciate it, man. Thank you. You were my first member, and you might be my first donator that I ever had. So I appreciate that. I mostly just go on drives. I like, excuse me. I like our odds this year. By the way, I'm from Lansing. What part of Michigan are you from? Um, you said you're from Lansing. And as far as where I'm from technically I'm from Detroit, and I lived there from like birth to about when I was 9 years old. And then when I was 9 years old, I lived in I went to Southfield, and I lived there till I was like 16. And then from there, I can't tell y'all the rest of the living situation, or else you could actually find out where I live at. So yeah. What's on today's topic? Just answering questions, keeping it a buck, blah blah blah, just talking stuff. Hey, Lions had a few good teams. Wayne Fort, Jim Schwartz, and Caldwell. We've had a few good teams, but when was the last time we won a playoff game? I deserve a wrench, the first member, and a donor. Actually, I'm gonna write your name down. After the stream, I'm gonna make sure 100% D Reese. I'm gonna make you a mod, bro. I'm gonna make you a mod. No doubt. No doubt. What's up, Tony Porter? Porter. Sekou and Killian this year is going to shape their futures with us. Yes, sir. I know where Joe lives. Okay. And curious, because I'm going to end the stream in like 10 more minutes. I'm curious, how old do y'all think I am? Put it in the chat right now. How old do y'all think I am? If you get it right, you deserve a cookie. Put it in the chat. How old do you think Joe Polo is? Somewhere in or around Detroit. Maybe, maybe not, bro. I'm curious to see what y'all say. Oh my God, somebody said 43. What the heck, bro? Hold on, let me read this first, bro. Joe Polo, that's what's up, man. I was just kidding, but good looking out, man. For real, that's big. Okay, let me see. So I'm gonna wait. Yeah, I'm gonna just wait to say. Okay, I'm gonna wait to say who got it right. Probably around 20, 43. You think I'm 43 years old? 18, 22, 24, 23, 18. Huh. This is interesting. 20, 20, 19, 32. I got 40 and 32. That's the funniest one. 17, 23, 300. I think you're 19 or 20. What's up, Dan? We just talking whatever. 19. Okay, so the answer to this question, I am, let me scroll back up. The man who got it right first. Where is it at? Aiden, he got it right. I'm 17 years old, bro. I'm not 40. I'm not 24. I'm not 23. I'm 17. And I turn 18 next month, September 26th. That is my birthday. I was born on September 26th, 2003. I'm 17 right now. I turn 18 next month. So, yeah, he's 17. Yep. I hate to tell my age, but the Lions were king in the 50s and early 60s. They were champions in the 50s. Yeah, but if we're talking about the Super Bowl era, the ones that most people care about, they haven't really done much recently. Definitely not old enough to drink. Yeah, I'm not old enough to drink yet, bro. Joe in the third grade. No, I'm about to graduate high school, man. That makes sense. Yeah, 17. Younger than me. Younger than me, and I look younger. How old are you, bro? Sitting in the high chair. Homie is 17 and has more facial hair than me, and that's a violation. Yeah, man. My facial hair started to come in when I was 14, 13 years old. You're very mature for your age. I thought you were 23 or 24. Nah, bro. Most people that's the age that they assume. They think I'm 23 or 24, but 17, 33 years old. Nah. Joe standing up right now, bro. I'm just sitting on the chair, man. I'm just sitting on the chair. You still in high school? Wow, bro. You hella mature for your age. I'm 27. Yeah, I'm still in high school right now. Well, I only got one more year left, so I don't really have much left to go, Joe in pre-K. 17, save your virginity. Y'all are funny, bro. Y'all are funny. Bro has got a full beard at 17. Bro, if you think I've got a full beard, wait till you see the people who are like at my high school. Like they've got full blown, grown, no patches in their beards. Like it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Are you going to play 2K22? Yeah, but I'm probably not gonna buy it. Somebody else gonna have to buy it for me. I'm 21 and got the patch beard still. Yeah, we young. It's gonna take time to grow. It'll get there one day. How tall am I? I'm 5'7". Joe was 2 when the Pistons won the championship. Actually, we won it in 04, so I was like 1 years old. I care. That's been a lifelong fan. Enjoy high school, man. I still miss it. I graduated in 2012. Time flies. Get me out of high school, bro. I don't want to be here no more. I hate high school, man. I look young. I'm 21 years old, older than Polo. Though the way you be talking, I be thinking that you like a 40 or a 50-year-old man, bro. Joe, high school probably full of people that look like they was born drinking Flint water. Grew my beard at 15. Yeah, I started at that's like around that age as well. But I'm about to end the stream, y'all. We've been going on for like an hour now, so I think it's around the time. What's up, Owen? I think it's around the time that we should end it. I'll buy 2K22 for you, bro. We gotta run the park on 22. Yeah, we gotta get in the game, bro. Recently, I've been playing Spider-Man, so yeah, I appreciate it. I'm 38. Oh, you are. So yeah, you are older than I thought. There's no way you in your 20s, bro. The way you be talking, the way you be cussing out haters and trolls. Go to Eastern, bro, for college. Definitely. I want to stay like somewhere in Michigan, like Eastern, Central, somewhere close. Wayne State. I want to stay somewhere in Michigan, Oakland, somewhere around there. So yeah. But I'm about to end the stream right now. I appreciate everybody who came in, who joined the stream and talked to me and everything. And I Joe in the G League. Yeah, I appreciate it. Everybody who came in and showed love. So I may put a video out tomorrow about Killian Hayes. I don't know yet, but that video may or may not be dropping. So peace out to everybody. Much love. Stay safe. Pistons basketball. I think we got a game tomorrow against the Orlando Magic. I'm not sure about that yet. So stay tuned for that as well. But thank you for everybody who tuned into the stream, and I will see you guys at a later time. So peace out, everybody.